and Austin at feet, and then gives a wave to his son Gallagher, who's in the director's box tonight. He's like his dad's double. So Stevie McLean gets us underway. The ball is back with Terry Kitchen and launched forward by Ablonitis, straight out for a throw into Hibs on the far side, just a few yards inside their own half. Not an auspicious start from the Greek there.
Not much to the delight of the East Stand, it must be said.
Grant Holt already involved in a tussle. June plays that ball forward. Gray nods it back out in the direction of Grant Holt. Referee allows the play to continue. Martin Boyle had possession, but Grant Holt's down 10 yards or so inside the Hearts half on the far side of the field, holding his rib cage. Hearts try to get the game underway, but Stephen McLean stopped it just to make sure that Grant Holt's okay. I think Martin Boyle probably just clipped the heels of one of the Hearts players there, and the free kick was given.
Yeah, I think so. I actually thought that Holt was wiped out by cirrhosis.
So it's Ablonitis takes a free kick. Well won by Liam Fontaine up against Gonsalves. Nodded back in by Cholis. Played out on this near side now for Chris Humphrey. First touch wasn't the best, but he's got it under control now. Crosses the ball in first time. It's a decent cross in. It's going to fall for John McGinn. Gets towards the byline. He's brought down. Stephen McLean looks at it and he's given a goal kick. Oh, that's a contentious decision early on from Stevie McLean. I thought John McGinn got clipped there as he went past the number 12 Ablonitis, but Stevie McLean had a good long look at it. Looking at the replay, maybe he got it right.
He just got it right.
It was a clumsy looking challenge from Ablonitis, but he pulled out of it at the last minute, and John McGinn just couldn't get it. Chris Humphrey is down on this near touchline already, which is not good.
That's not a good sign.
Ball's out of play. He looked like he stretched there for that long ball forward. He brought it down well, but it ran away from him, but he managed to retrieve it, whipped the cross in. But I wonder if he's pulled a muscle of some type or sort. He's getting treatment from the physio at the moment, midway inside the Hearts half on this near side. But it was a good positive start there from Hibs, Keith.
Absolutely, just trying to get in behind the Hearts defence as we thought they would. Just unfortunately, when John McGinn received the ball, it just bounced off his chest. He had to stretch to try and get the second touch.
It looks as though Hibs are going to be forced into an early change, Keith.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like Chris Humphrey is in a bit of pain down there, just directly in front of your commentary position. Actually, just about
Gary
5 yards.
Gary Parker shouted Andy Shinnie back, so it looks as though Hibs are going to have to make that change in the opening couple of minutes of the game.
That might actually change how Hibs set up now, I think, Cliff. Or will maybe Shinnie just resume that role that Chris Humphrey had taken.
It'll
be play in that area,
be frustrating for Chris Humphrey, because obviously he's been cooling his heels on the bench a bit since the Dundee United game. He got a start against Ayr United but didn't really have the best of games, found himself back on the bench again against Raith Rovers, but he looks as though he's done some damage to his left leg, left ankle area that the physio's working on at the moment. David Gray, the skipper, and Marvin Bartley in there, giving him a bit of consolation, a few words and a few pats on the back, but
yeah, it doesn't look promising from our position here, Cliff.
Ian Cathrow's out on the technical area, getting a bit agitated at the length of time that it's taken, but the guy's injured. I don't know if he wants us to start the game when Chris Humphrey's still down injured on the pitch, but Humphrey is being helped off by the physio and the doctor.
Yeah, straight down the tunnel, Cliff.
Yeah, he's not been able to put any weight on that left foot at all, and Andy Shinnie it will be that's called into action. Suspended, of course, against Raith Rovers on Saturday, but he's back in tonight after just 3 minutes. Chris Humphreys, unfortunately, his race is run. The ball is played back to Jack Hamilton in the Hearts goal, and we'll be back underway again. Hamilton drops the ball at the edge of the 18-yard box and drives it forward right-footed. looking for Jamie Walker. It's well won by Darren McGregor. Played out on this near side now to Martin Boyle. He's tackled by Soa, but the ball's played forward for Jason Cummings. He does well on this near side up against Aaron Hughes. Cummings still has possession, decides to take on Hughes himself again. He's got two Hearts men in front of him. Back to Boyle. Boyle's attempt at the cross is blocked by Leonard Soa, and out for a throw into Hibs on this near side, just about in line with the Hearts 18-yard line. David Gray, the skipper, with the ball above his head, looks for some movement. There isn't really an awful lot. Cummings it is that comes short for it. He's got not an awful lot of options on Jason Cummings, but he rolls the ball back to Liam Fontaine on the halfway line. Fontaine has Stevenson outside him if he needs him, but he plays it forward instead for Grant Holt. Holt will get there, puts the ball across goal. It's cleared by Aaron Hughes for a throw into Hibs on the far side. Again, probably just about in line with the Hearts 18-yard line, maybe just a few feet back from it. Lewis Stevenson with the ball above his head, finds Andy Shinnie. Shinnie is dispossessed, and it's cleared now by Cholis, but it's picked up again for Hibs, and another Hibs man tumbles to the box. It's Shinnie tumbles in the box, but the referee again turns a blind eye to it. Cholis nods it forward. Fontaine should have that one covered all the way back to Ophir Marciano, and he plays it out again to Liam Fontaine. Mallory Martin looks like he's playing in a forward role for Hearts. The ball punted forward in the direction of Jamie Walker. David Gray should win that one, and does. Martin Boyle brings it down. He gets away from Leonard Soa. Can he keep the ball in play? He does. Boyle drives towards the byline, whips the crossover. Chance there, it falls for Holt. Can't get the shot away, he's dispossessed by Cholis. Darren McGregor does well up against Gonsalves. McGregor again in there, Bartley's in there. Hibs win possession, John McGinn comes away with it. The ball though nicked away from McGinn. Shinnie, and that's going to be a free kick to Hearts there. Bit of a clumsy challenge from Andy Shinnie on Arno Zoom right on the halfway line in the centre circle. And in fact it's Marvin Bartley that looks like he's going to get spoken to.
I think it might be John McGinn with that challenge possibly. I don't think Marvin Bartley was involved.
I don't think Marvin Bartley was involved in it either, but he's getting a wee word in his shell from Stephen McLean, and Arno Zoom's decided to get involved in it, and he's having a wee head-to-head with John McGinn.
McGinn and Shinnie were around the area. I don't actually think Bartley was involved there at all. So maybe it's for something that happened after that challenge.
Couldn't see anything. I say it was Shinnie and McGinn that both looked like they were involved in the challenge with Zoom, who went down somewhat easily, it has to be said. Hearts get the game back underway. The referee's going to ask them to take the free kick again. It'll be Cholis, the Greek internationalist, who will play the ball to Arno Zoom just inside the Hibs half. Played out on the far side now to Struna. Played infield to Perry Kitchen. Rolled back again to Avlonitis. Cholis plays the ball back again to Avlonitis. Perry Kitchen, American internationalist, Hearts skipper of the evening. Hibs forcing Hearts all the way back to Jack Hamilton. He picks the ball up just at the edge of his 18-yard box and will look to drive it forward. Right-footed from the far side of the 18-yard box. 8 minutes on the clock, still goalless here at Easter Road if you're just joining us. Hamilton plays the ball forward, well won by Fontaine. Holt will pick that up on the far touchline. Tried to play it forward in the direction of Cummings, but it was cut out by Avlonitis. Nice interchange of play there from Hearts. Jamie Walker in possession just inside his own half. He's under a lot of pressure from John McGinn. Fontaine will pick up the scraps there, clears it forward. Avlonitis nods it into the centre circle area. Gonsalves flicks it out on this near side to Soa. Back to Gonsalves. Bartley across to cover it. Gonsalves midway inside the Hibs half. David Gray gets the challenge in on Leonard Soa. He feels the ball went out off the Hearts man. Stephen McLean, the referee, disagrees. Hearts will have the throw in on this near side midway inside the Hibs half. 8 minutes gone, but there'll be a few minutes to be added anyway because Chris Humphrey was obviously down for a couple of minutes. Soa tries to drive towards the edge of the box, plays it in for Jamie Walker. He tumbles in the box. Stephen McLean at least remains consistent, nothing doing. So up, back out to Gonsalves. The flag was up, I think, on the far side, in fact. David Gray and Darren McGregor both having a word with Stephen McLean. They maybe felt that Jamie Walker went to ground somewhat easily inside the box there.
Imagine that.
Not that he has a habit of doing so.
Not at all.
However, it should be noted that ever since he was cleared of allegedly diving to win a penalty, he's had just about every one he's been involved in since. Ball played forward there. Shinnie can't win it on the far side for Hibs. It's scalped forward by Struna. And the ball misread there by Lewis Stevenson. Hearts have the throw in, taken quickly. Zoom picks up on the far side, whips the ball over. Nobody there in a maroon shirt. David Gray will pick this one up on this near touch line and drives it forward long. Grant Holt can't win it ahead of Aaron Hughes. John McGinn will though. Rolled back to Marvin Bartley. Bartley to Grant Holt. Holt plays it down the channel for Martin Boyle to chase up against Sober. Boyle gets the ball over. Jason Cummings didn't read it. It's booted clear by Hughes for Hearts. Picked up now by Gonsalves on this near touchline, but Bartley's in there to win it. Hoofed forward by Jamie Walker. Fontaine will have that one under control and just allows the ball to run out of play under a little bit of pressure from Mallory Martin. And Hibs have the throw in on this near side, midway inside their own half. The clock shows 11 minutes, still goalless here at Easter Road.
Yeah, a cool head shown there by Liam Fontaine, just ushering the ball out of play.
Lovely calm night here in Easter Road. No real wind blowing at the moment, although Storm Doris is expected to hit us around about 2 a.m. in the morning. Not that it would be 2 a.m. in the afternoon. 2 a.m. Of course it's in the morning. Throw into Hibs on this near side, 10 yards inside the Hearts half. David Gray with the ball above his head, bowls it forward in the direction of Grant Holt. He flicks it infield for Cummings. Holt does well to win it. Cummings goes for the shot left footed, bounces up straight into the midriff of Jack Hamilton. Didn't really get much power in that one, Jason Cummings. He was trying to get curl on it, didn't really get much curl on it either, and it was easy in the end for the Hearts keeper.
It was just trying to wrap his foot around it, just couldn't get the power he wanted. An easy collect for Jack Hamilton and the Hearts goal there. Hamilton
drives it forward onto the head of Shinnie, but it's picked up on that far side by Struna for Hearts. He's dispossessed though by Shinnie, clips the Hibs man's heels. Shinnie is under pressure, he then gets his heels clipped a second time by Struna. Good work by Andy Shinnie. He has a look at the referee as if to say, you know, that wasn't once but it was twice, have a word with him.
And when he stands in front of the ball to prevent the free kick being taken as well. So
free kick midway inside the Hibs half, just to the far side of the centre circle as we look at it from the main stand. Fontaine drives it forward down this near side. Holt does well to bring it down. It doesn't fall kindly for Boyle. Gray will pick up the loose ball on this near side, scoops it forward in the direction of Holt. Sowa is dispossessed. Holt has possession, flips the ball into the box. Oh, it's not a great cross from Grant Holt. I'm not really sure what he was trying there. He saw Jack Hamilton off his line a little bit, and I think he kind of went for that at the back post, but he got it all wrong, overhit it too high, out for a goal kick to Hearts. 13 minutes gone, still goalless.
Yeah, betwixt between from Grant Holt, been better hitting it in swinging rather than out swinging as it did. But it might have given Jack Hamilton a little bit more trouble.
Hamilton will take the goal kick, right footed from the far side of his 6-yard box, the east stand side of the ground. Fontaine looked as though he was pulled there by Gonsalves, but it's well won by Jason Cummings back helping out there. Jamie Walker is dispossessed by John McGinn. Shinnie now picks up for Hibs, all very tight in that midfield area. Shinnie does well to force the ball out on this near side though to the skipper David Gray. Charges over the halfway line. Gray's got Boyle outside him. Boyle will look to take on Sola again, gets past him to the byline. Ball took an awful bounce off a divot there, a real big divot on the ground there, and it took a bobble just as Boyle was looking to cross it. He gets to the byline again, deflects off a Hearts defender, cleared there by Hughes. Gonsalves won't keep that one in. It's a throw into Hibs on this near side, midway inside their own half. Midway inside the Hearts half. Martin Boyle's gone back and done a bit of gardening on that big divot that the ball just bounced up on there.
Yeah, really unfortunate there for Martin Boyle. He tried to get the ball across.
Bartley uses his strength against Martin, plays it into Holt inside the 18-yard box. It's taken away from him, and Hearts are going to have the free kick. Grant Holt just guilty of pulling Aaron Hughes back there a little bit on the edge of the Hearts 18-yard box, and Hearts will have the free kick. Holt again relishing the physical battle, but again the ball so far seems to just be getting stuck under his feet. He's having difficulty digging it out.
It's unfortunate. You want to grant Holt to spin the other way, and then he spun into trouble there in the shape of Aaron Hughes.
The free kick will be taken from the edge of the 18-yard box by Jack Hamilton on the near side. Forward right footed. Fontaine does well again to win it ahead of Arnaud Zune. The ball will be picked up on the far side by Andy Shinnie. Back to Lewis Stevenson. Stevenson goes long looking for Jason Cummings. The ball cleared high by Aaron Hughes. It's played forward in the direction of Zune again, but Fontaine has that one under control. Clears it though in the direction he was facing, high into the back rows of the east stand, and it'll be a throw into Hearts on the far side, midway inside the Hibs half. It's somewhat amusing to hear the Hearts support behind the goal going hoof when Hibs play the ball forward long. Their side have done pretty much the same thing all night as well so far. It's picked up now by Cholis. Plays it down this near side for Leonard Sowa. Back to Cholis. Cholis into the feet of Martin. Ball whipped across, well cut out by Darren McGregor. It's picked up again by the number 27 Struna, but it's cleared again, this time by Liam Fontaine. Hibs will have the free kick. Grant Holt, clever there, allowed the challenge to come in from Avalonitis and in fact it wasn't, it was Struna, and Hibs will have the free kick on the far side, 10 yards or so outside their own 18-yard box. Lewis Stevenson will take it.
It's a couple now from Struna. Steve McLean's making note of that.
He's putting himself about. The Hearts right back. Stevenson decides to leave the free kick for Ophir Marciano. He'll go out and he'll drive this one forward, right footed, long into the Hearts half, looking for the head again of Grant Holt. He does well to win it. Can't cushion it down for either Cummings or McGinn. McGinn's won it though. Boyle at the back post, slipped through for Jason Cummings. Flag up for offside. It was a decent ball over by Jason Cummings, but just went a fraction too soon there, Keith.
Yeah, just an opportunity, and again, just frustratingly, Jason Cummings was just maybe a yard or so offside as he ran onto that ball, and it's a free kick to Hearts.
17 minutes on the clock here at Easter Road, still goalless if you're just joining us on Hibs TV. No great chances for either side. Hibs forced into making an early change with Andy Shinnie replacing Chris Humphrey after just 3 minutes. Humphrey had stretched for a ball, played across him, and looked like he'd done some damage to his left ankle. Not sure if it's the ligaments possibly, but Fontaine wins that one well, nods it down for Perry Kitchen on the halfway line. Liam Fontaine across to cover Gonsalves. The ball breaks out off the former St Mirren striker, and Hibs will have the goal kick. Ophir Marciano, the Israeli internationalist, will take from the far side of his 6-yard box, right footed. The Hibs support certainly in good voice so far this evening. But Marciano decides he's going to take it from the near side now of the 6-yard box. Told to get on with it by Stevie McLean. Long again in the direction of Holt, who's pushed by Cholis but gets away with it, and then he's brought down. Stephen McLean put the whistle to his mouth, looked like he was going to give the free kick, and then changed his mind. A bit of a scrap there between Holt and Cholis. Played forward now for Shinnie, midway inside the Hearts half. Shinnie rolls it back to Bartley. Bartley plays it square to David Gray. Gray just inside the Hearts half, plays it to Boyle, midway inside the Hearts half. Boyle again will look to take on Sowa. Gets past Jamie Walker, he does well, Martin Boyle, he's in the box. Oh, good solid tackle there by Cholis. Needed to be. Boyle had got into the 18-yard box. Gonsalves again, easily policed by Darren McGregor. McGinn plays the ball out on this near side to David Gray again for Martin Boyle. Boyle up against Sowa. Does well, Boyle, to hold it up. He's got Bartley there to help him. Can he whip the ball across? Marvin Bartley. He goes for the byline, rolls it back to Boyle. Slide tackle from Jamie Walker though halts Boyle's progress. Hibs have the throw in on this near side in line with the Hearts 18-yard line. David Gray into the box, doesn't reach Jason Cummings. Marvin Bartley's done well, but alleged to have fouled Alexandros Cholis, and Hearts will have the free kick right on the edge of the 18-yard box, the near edge of the 18-yard box, as we look at it from the main stand here at Easter Road. Jack Hamilton, clad in all sky blue, will take. Been a bit of a scrappy game again so far, Keith. Not really much to shout about. You know, it's evident Hibs are trying to get the ball to Martin Boyle on this near side, which is encouraging to see, as McGregor wins that one ahead of Gonsalves. Shinnie drives forward for Hibs, plays the ball in. Cummings is in the 18-yard box. Can he finish? Jason Cummings, he scores! And Hibs have the lead here at Easter Road after 20 minutes. Lovely ball played through for Jason Cummings. He drew Jack Hamilton, slots the ball into the bottom corner of the net, and after 20 minutes, Jason Cummings, the hammer of the Hearts. Hibs 1, Hearts 0.
Yeah, bedlam at Easter Road. Andrew Shinnie picking the ball up, slotting it through to Jason Cummings on the edge of the box. He waited till Jack Hamilton to make a move and slotted into the corner of it. Hibs 1, Hearts 0.
And I'll tell you something, Keith, Hearts looked shambolic at the back there. They all seemed to come towards Andy Shinnie and left Jason Cummings to run in behind them. Shinnie threaded the pass through absolutely perfectly. Cummings got it under control, drew the goalkeeper, bottom right hand corner as we look at it, and Hibs have the lead in the derby after 20 minutes.
Yeah, Shinnie coming on to replace Chris Humphrey and swapping sides with Martin Boyle, and it was that position he found himself in to slot the ball through to Jason Cummings there to give Hibs the lead here at Easter Road.
The ball played back again now in the direction of Avellanitis, back to Hamilton, takes an awkward bounce, keeper gets his foot under it but he just lifts it kind of up in the air. Hibs will have the throw in on the far side, the ball out off the head of Arno Zoom. The Hearts players arguing amongst each other at the moment. Flicked on again in the direction of Cummings, picked up now by Shinnie, tried to play it to Stevenson but it's knocked forward by the full-back Struna. Jason Cummings tried to keep the ball in play. Stephen McLean says it went out. Throw into Hearts, midway inside their own half. Gonsalves plays that one nicely for Shinnie. Played long by Stevenson, looking for Holt. Up against Aaron Hughes. John McGinn's done well to win that. He's going to be penalised there. I didn't see anything wrong with that challenge. Stephen McLean though was closer to it than I was. Maybe McGinn just caught the Hearts man as he won the ball, but didn't look a lot in it.
I think it was stud shown when they raised the ball with Steve McLean thought, but I didn't think there was much in it, Cliff.
Cholis to Kitchen, out on the far side now to Struna, plays the ball in. Darren McGregor does superbly well, nods it forward. Bartley, Shepherd's Jamie Walker. Cholis plays the ball through in the direction of Doom. Walker down that far touchline, far too much on that. Runs away from Andras Struna on the far side and out for a goal kick to Hibs, which Ophir Marciano will bring to the near side of his 6-yard box. 22 minutes gone here at Easter Road. Hibs 1, Hearts 0 in the Scottish Cup 5th round replay. Hibs, of course, the defending Scottish Cup holders. They don't want to give up their trophy without a fight. Holt beaten in the air this time by Cholis. Cholis pushes it down. Holt does well to win it. David Gray has clipped the heels of Mallory Martin. Hearts take the free kick quickly. Gonsalves is caught there by Darren McGregor. Gonsalves getting told to get on his feet by Martin Boyle as he sits on his backside on the ground, gesturing that Darren McGregor should get a yellow card for that. Can't be doing with players that try to tell the referee their job. Just get up and get on with it.
Don't like to see that at all. That's not something that I like at all.
Martin plays the ball to Zoom on this near side to Sowa. Sowa forward for Martin again. Dispossessed by David Gray, but Hearts will have a corner on this near side, so some work for Hibs to do here defensively. The corner will be taken by Mallory Martin, Frenchman. He'll be right-footed in swinging, so Hibs need to be alert here. The ball will be swung right in on top of Ophir Marciano. He's in there. Marciano gets two good fists on it, punches it clear. Shinnie does well, as does Grant Holt out on that far side, and the ball is out for a throw into Hearts on the far side, midway inside the Hibs half. Taken quickly, it's intercepted by Shinnie. Drives forward, he's pulled back by Arno Zoom, but Hibs have done well to get the ball out to David Gray, to Martin Boyle on this near side. Boyle will look to drive again at Sowa, goes outside the fullback, but Sowa does well, stands his ground, rolls the ball back now to Cholis. Cholis clears long. Darren McGregor will win it. He looked like he was fouled there by Gonsalves. The ball's broken for the Hearts striker. Marvin Bartley can't get the challenge in. Gonsalves is up against Darren McGregor, but he's just gifted possession to Marvin Bartley and then bowls Marvin Bartley to the ground. And I've seen yellow cards given for less than that, and I think
is he going to ask for himself to be given a yellow card?
Arno Doome's going to get a talking to for his challenge on Andy Shinnie, as Shinnie tried to break away there. He was able to play the ball out to David Gray, Andy Shinnie, but he was pulled back. Referee played a good advantage. Hibs have the free kick just on the edge of their own 18-yard box on the near side. Marciano plays it right down the far side to Lewis Stevenson, playing in his 32nd Edinburgh derby tonight. That will now be a joint record of the most Edinburgh derbies played in by a Hibs player, along with the legendary Pat Stanton. So
it's a good mark to be on.
Another little record for Lewis Stevenson. Hughes, Northern Irish internationalist, plays the ball to Cholis, the Greek internationalist. Back out again to Hughes on the halfway line. Played out on this near touch line to Sova. Back to Hughes on the halfway line. Roll back to Cholis. Cholis will spread the play wide to Struna on the far side, just inside his own half. Struna rolls the ball back to Avalonitis, to Perry Kitchen, back to Avalonitis. Played down the near side here for Aaron Hughes. Played for Northern Ireland, of course, in the European Championships in the summer last year. Hughes put under pressure though by Holt. Hibs keeping Hearts penned in their own half at the moment. Played down the far side now to Perry Kitchen. Into the centre circle to Cholis. Cholis plays the ball to Walker, back to Kitchen. Martin, who's drifted to the far side, plays it in for... Oh, there's going to be claims there for a penalty, but nothing doing. Liam Fontaine stood his ground. Jamie Walker tried to run round him, couldn't get round him and fell over.
Yeah, felt the contact, I think, maybe, Cliff.
Yep.
But Stevie McLean was right on the spot, nothing doing for the Hearts man.
Martin Boyle's done well to find Marvin Bartley. Nice work by Bartley to find David Gray on this near side. Gray forward looking for the run from Cummings. It's cut out by Hughes. Sowa does well to turn away from Grant Holt, who's caught the Hearts man and done himself a little bit of a mischief, but he seems to be okay. I think the free kick's been given to Hearts for Holt's challenge on Leonard Sowa. 27 minutes gone here at Easter Road. If you're just joining us on Hibs TV, Hibs 1, Hearts 0. Jason Cummings the goal scorer after a super pass from Andy Shinnie after 20 minutes. Martin Boyle drives forward. Oh, Martin Boyle, wrong ball. Should have been on the ground for Shinnie. Played it in the air.
And even out wide to Grant Holt as well, who was on the other side of the box.
Wrong choice. Struna plays the ball forward to Martin, back to Struna. Struna faced down by Jason Cummings. The ball finds its way back now to Avalonitis. Played down this near side for Aaron Hughes. Plays it down the near touchline to Sova, into Jamie Walker. Walker forced back the way by Marvin Bartley. Out wide now to Struna, just inside the Hibs half on the far side. Doom on the halfway line. Cholis looking for some movement, he's not really getting it. Played out to Martin on that far touchline. Rolled back again to Struna. Hearts playing some pretty patterns out there, but they're not really getting anywhere with it. Played into Jamie Walker though, midway inside the Hibs half. Tries to skip past Bartley, falls over once again. Nothing doing though. That's a lovely ball. Martin Boyle will chase that one with Sova. Oh, he didn't get very much on it. Martin Boyle stopped there. Oh, it's a poor clearance from Hamilton. Falls fortunately for Gonsalves on this near side. He's tackled and beaten though by Jason Cummings. Hearts will have the throw in on the near side, just in front of the Hibs technical area. Martin Boyle kind of stopped the run there. He thought Sowa had that under control. He didn't get a very good contact on the pass back. If Boyle had kept going, he might have got in there. Doom hits the ground somewhat easily again under a challenge from Darren McGregor. Free kick quickly taken to Cholis. John McGinn steps in, but the ball found its way to Kitchen. Played down the far side now for Martin for Hearts, midway inside the Hibs half. Liam Fontaine gets a good solid challenge in there ahead of Jamie Walker. The ball's played to Grant Holt in the centre circle. Holt forces it out on the far side to Stevenson, who does well to find John McGinn. McGinn though has it nicked away from him by Jamie Walker. Cholis for Hearts in the centre circle on this far side, just inside the Hibs half, to Perry Kitchen. Kitchen plays the ball back to Avlonitis. On the far side now to Martin. Back to Avlonitis. Oh, it's a short run again. Hamilton will just get there ahead of Jason Cummings, but he has to lamp the ball up in the air. Shinnie does well on the far side to win that. Cholis rolls the ball back to Avlonitis. Back again to Hamilton. It's not a good clearance again from Hamilton. Hibs keeping the pressure on Hearts here. Can Marvin Bartley win this one in the centre circle? He does. Grant Holt will pick it up and roll it out to David Gray on this near side. Gray finds Boyle on this near touchline. Boyle is being double teamed by Sowa and Jamie Walker at the moment. Grant Holt tries to win possession there up against Aaron Hughes, but Perry Kitchen comes away, and Marvin Bartley's going to be, oh no, it's gone Hibs' way. Perry Kitchen lifted the boot as Marvin Bartley tried to win that. I thought Stephen McLean was going to give it the other way, but
yeah, so did I, actually.
He's giving the free kick to Hibs midway inside the Hearts half, on this near side, just about in line with the junction of the 18-yard box. Jason Cummings is over it. He'll look to float this one into the penalty area left-footed. Hibs have got all the big men forward. Bartley and Stevenson have been left back to take care of Gonsalves. Cummings looks to float this one in left-footed, and it comes. It's a lovely ball. Oh, Fontaine got there. Darren McGregor was behind him. I think if Fontaine had got the shout or left it, McGregor would have had a better opportunity. Fontaine got the header, but he couldn't guide it on target. Wide of the far post. Goal kick to Hearts.
Yeah, decent free kick there from Jason Cummins. And Darren McGregor, I think, was a better option. If he'd have got that ball, it could end up in the back of the Hearts net again.
It was a lovely floated ball in from Jason Cummings. Fontaine got a clean connection on it, but just couldn't get it down. McGinn's won that one from Hamilton's free goal kick. Nodded back forward by Hughes. David Gray does well to win it. Can Boyle keep this one in on the near touchline? He can. Drags it back from Sowa. Finds Gray forward for Cummings. Cummings is brought down by Perry Kitchen. Hibs will have a free kick again on this near side. 20 yards or so inside the Hearts half on this near side. A couple of yards in from the touchline. And again, Jason Cummings will get the opportunity to whip this one in left-footed. Fontaine and McGregor both strolling forward into the 18-yard box. Cummings has left it this time for John McGinn. McGinn thought about playing it short to Martin Boyle, but he'll float it into the penalty area. He does go short to Cummings. It doesn't get there. The right idea, but it wasn't the right execution. Stevenson up against Gonsalves. Stevenson does really well, and then he's fouled by the Hearts man, and Hibs will have the free kick. Lewis Stevenson did superbly well there, Keith. He was left back marking Esmail Gonsalves on his own, got in front of the big Hearts man, got the ball under control, and then got banjoed.
Exactly, good play by Lewis Stevenson. And the free kick from John McGinn might have worked out.
It's the right idea.
Not enough on it.
He needed to just hit it with a bit more oomph. However, Hibs have got the free kick, edge of their own 18-yard box. Marciano, all in yellow, drives it forward. Holt does well up against Hughes. Cummings brings it down nicely. Chance here for Hibs. McGinn's in. Can he square? Oh, it's a great save. Chance again. Oh! Andy Shinnie should have burst the net from there. McGinn hooked the left foot round on it. It was a great save from Jack Hamilton that rebounded straight to Andy Shinnie, and from 8 yards out he balloons it over the crossbar when it looked easier to score.
A great chance there for Hibs to make it 2-0. Andrew Shinnie,
that really should have been.
That net rustling. Unfortunately, he seemed to just get over the ball and launched it into the Hearts supporters behind Jack Hamilton's goal. They should really been in the back of the net.
33 minutes gone, and it should be Hibs 2, Hearts 0. Andy Shinnie, he won't want to watch that one again. Hearts again, all over the place at the back. Bartley does well. David Gray forward in the direction of Cummings. Lovely flick out for Martin Boyle on this near side. Boyle up against Sowa. Sowa's done well though. Gets himself in front of Boyle and the ball, and Hearts have the goal kick. Jack Hamilton's going to take it quickly. Cholis wants it out on the far side.
Hamilton's telling him to get up the park.
He runs all the way out to the far side, and then Hamilton tells him to get up the park. Yeah.
Good battle on this right hand side between Sowa and Martin Boyle though.
Certainly is. Hamilton's goal kick isn't a good one. Drifts out for a throw into Hibs on this near side, 10 yards or so inside their own half. Yep. Ian Cathrow's getting a bit agitated on the the touchline there. His side at the moment looking a bit at 6s and 7s. Bartley's in there, Grant Holt's in there. Oh, Holt's caught Arnold Doom. Again, Doom seems to go down awful quickly. Cholis starts getting involved in a bit of handbags with Grant Holt. The referee's just going to tell the two of them to calm themselves down. Holt looking to stop Cholis taking a quick free kick. Getting his face right in amongst it, Grant Holt. Just mixing it a little bit with the Jambos.
Yeah, clumsy challenge there from Grant Holt, but you know, there wasn't enough in it to elicit the reaction that it did from Arnold Zoom, really. It's just
of course, Arnold Zoom coming off the back of winning the African Cup of Nations on his own for Ghana.
Of course. I missed Open Top bus too for that. When was it?
You'd be led to believe anyway.
Still.
So the 10 other Ghana players that were involved, or the substitutes as well, would be less than pleased. But of course he's made it known, Arnold Doom, that he wants to leave Hearts at the end of the season to go and play for a bigger club.
Yeah, apparently he plays for a small club. But he was thinking we were the wee club in Edinburgh. Strange.
Throw into Hearts on this near side. David Gray climbs above Gonsalves. It's midway inside the Hibs half, maybe just a little bit further on. Sowa will take. Gets to Gonsalves at the edge of the 18-yard box. Back out to Sowa. That's given away by Sowa to McGinn. Plays it quickly for Jason Cummings. Cummings will charge down that far side. He's got Avlanitis out there with him. Hibs need to get bodies forward. Cummings cuts back inside. Can he get the shot away? On the right foot, lovely ball for Grant Holt. It's in the back of the net. Hibs have a 2-goal lead. The flag stays down. Jason Cummings rolls into the path of Grant Holt. He draws the goalkeeper and slots it past him into the same bottom right hand corner. 36 minutes gone, Hibernian 2, Hearts 0.
Wonderful stuff from Jason Cummings, just waiting until reinforcements came. Put it through, there was Grant Holt onside, slotted into the back of the Hearts net. And the library end is all silent. Bedlam in the other sections of Easter Road.
Well, I tell you, Grant Holt, he's been there or thereabouts, but he's not had the luck in front of goal. But if ever there was a night you wanted him to get there, he did. And Hibs have a 2-goal lead after 37 minutes here at Easter Road. Lovely finish from Holt. Great work by Jason Cummings, by the way. Cut right across from the far end of the 18-yard box. And it was a gorgeous cushion stab through to Grant Holt. And he just stroked it past the goalkeeper easily. 2-0 Hibs. Avlanitis plays the ball out on the far side for Struna. Struna back now to Avlanitis again, to Aaron Hughes just inside the centre circle. Plays it to Perry Kitchen on this near side, just inside the Hibs half. Kitchen lobs the ball forward. David Gray cuts it out easily. Marvin Bartley rolls it back to Gray, who clears long. Chase back there for Aaron Hughes. Picks it up on the edge of his own 18-yard box and rolls it forward to Perry Kitchen. Kitchen plays the ball across the Hearts half to Avlanitis, out to Struna. Struna tries to go long, but the ball breaks off Andy Shinnie. Fontaine wins it. Picked up by Cholis, but Shinnie nicks it away from him. He's bumped in the back, Shinnie, by Gonsalves, but the ball goes out for a throw into Hearts on the far side. A couple of yards outside the Hibs 18-yard box, or 18-yard line. Hibs fans in full voice. Picked up now by Avlanitis for Hearts. Hibs just need to keep the lid on things here a little bit, do nothing silly.
Yep.
Get to half time with a 2-goal lead would be a terrific platform to come out for the second half on.
Yeah,
it's given away again though. Shinnie is pulled back there. That's going to be a free kick, and that surely has got to be a booking. Nope, Stephen McLean content just to give the free kick, but Shinnie was away there and he was pulled back by Avlanitis. But Hibs have got the free kick, 10 yards or so inside their own half on the far side, midway between the touchline and the centre circle. Liam Fontaine will take. Left footed, goes long towards the far end of the 18-yard box. Holt does well, nods it in. McGinn can't pick that up. Bartley will win it for Hibs though. Does well to force it out to Stevenson. Stevenson goes towards the edge of the 18-yard box. What can he do? Oh, he's absolutely chopped down by Jamie Walker there. And that's the first yellow card of the evening. A crude challenge there by Jamie Walker.
Indeed so, he's got a card to match his boots, Cliff.
Lewis Stevenson had him beaten all ends up. going for the byline, absolutely taken out. Hibs have the free kick on the far side, 10 yards or so in from the touchline, maybe about 10 yards out from the 18-yard line as well. A real good opportunity here for Jason Cummings to deliver a telling ball into the box. Again, Hibs have got all the big men forward.
Andrew Shinney's hanging around there as well. Going to be either left from Jason Cummings, right from Andrew Shinney possibly.
I think Cummings looks the favourite for it. He'll try and whip it around that two-man Hearts wall and see if he can put Jack Hamilton under a bit of pressure with it. Cummings steps forward, whips it in left-footed. It's cleared by Zoom. Referee saw a bit of bumping in the penalty box though, and Hearts have the free kick around the edge of their own 6-yard box. 40 minutes on the clock here at Easter Road. Hibs 2, Hearts 0. Jason Cummings and Grant Holt, the goal scorers. Hughes now for Hearts, midway inside his own half, plays it down the far side to Struna. Struna immediately put under pressure by Shinney, plays the ball back to Avlonitis. He just gives it back to Aaron Hughes down this near side now to Chiolis. Chiolis will roll it back to Aaron Hughes. Nothing on in a forward thinking sense for the Greek internationalist. Hearts again being pegged back in their own half. Arno Zoom has to play it back to Avlonitis just outside his own 18-yard box. Ian Cathro has planked his backside on his seat in the dugout. Maybe he's got the laptop on to see what he needs to do next.
Possibly. Hibs pressing Hearts at every opportunity, just like Hearts did against Rangers at Tynecastle. Just not letting them, not giving them any space, not letting them develop the game.
Just as I say that, Cathro back out again, whirling his hands about like a helicopter on the edge of the technical area. Jamie Walker just on the halfway line for Hearts. Plays it out to Avlonitis. Avlonitis rolls it back again to Cholis. Cholis forward to Martin. He's dispossessed by John McGinn. And again, Hibs forcing Hearts all the way back. Aaron Hughes has to play it all the way back to Jack Hamilton. He goes long, right-footed Hamilton. Fontaine will have that one under control. Nods it forward again. Nodded up in the air again by Avlonitis. Fontaine wins the second challenge. Shinney up against Struna, doesn't win it. Doom plays it into Jamie Walker midway inside the Hibs half. The ball played out on the far side again to Struna, forward for Doom. Liam Fontaine stands up tight. Poor ball in by Doom, straight into the midriff of Ophir Marciano, and he rolls it out on this near side to David Gray. Gray has Boyle ahead of him. Goes with the chip ball forward for Martin Boyle. Aaron Hughes hooks the ball out over his shoulder for a throw into Hibs on the near side, midway inside the Hearts half. 42 minutes on the clock. Hibs 2, Hearts 0. Jason Cummings, Grant Holt, the goal scorers. Hibs certainly good value for the 2-goal lead as well.
Certainly, Cliff. So they could have been 3 if Andrew Shinney had missed that chance as well.
Absolutely. McGinn does well, skips away from his opposite number 7, Jamie Walker. Does well to play the ball out on the far side to Lewis Stevenson, but it's behind Stevenson. He does well to collect it though. Stevenson drives across field, plays it into the feet of Jason Cummings. That's a good ball from Stevenson, who's then flattened, or Cummings is flattened by Avlonitis. 15 yards or so inside the Hearts half on the far side, 10 yards in from the touchline. And Hibs will have the free kick, which Jason Cummings is over again.
Yeah, Hearts clocking up the fouls tally once again here at Easter Road, and the Avlonitis has had a few as well, Cliff.
Yep. Jamie Walker, the only yellow card so far. It's taken quickly by McGinn for Cummings. Cummings whips the ball in left-footed to the back post. David Gray nods it across. Can anybody get in there? Holt can't. Boyle brings it down. It doesn't fall kindly for Shinney. Gonsalves though has given that one away, and he catches Liam Fontaine. And how many more is the Hearts striker going to get away with? He's sitting on his backside telling Stevie McLean to bring the card out, and he's had about 3 fouls himself since then.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. He's mounting up as well.
Yep.
Surely 1 or 2 more and he's got to be in the book. Not that you like to see players get booked, but you know, there's only going to be a tolerance point. But
Hibs have got the free kick right on the edge of the centre circle, the near side of the centre circle, just inside the Hearts half. McGinn floats it in. Awkward bouncing ball. Fontaine can't win it. Shinney does. He'll pick it up again himself, Andy Shinney. Does the sensible thing. There was nothing else on. He was the last man there, so he rolled it back to Ophir Marciano, who drives it forward right-footed. Holt beaten in the air there by Hughes. The ball played back to Struna on the edge of the Hearts 18-yard box. Struna looks to push Hearts forward. Finds Walker. Back out to Struna on the far side, just inside the Hearts half. Chips it forward. It's cut out nicely by Stevenson. Picked up by Joom. Played forward by Martin to Gonçalves. Down the far side now for Struna. Whips the ball in, but it's out off Lewis Stevenson for a corner to Hearts on the far side. 3 minutes to be added. Stoppage time in this first half. The clock's ticked on to the 45-minute mark. But of course Chris Humphrey was down for a few minutes, injured. Corner to Hearts on the far side. It looks like Martin will take. It'll be right-footed out swinging this time. So Hibs again with some work to do defensively here in the closing minutes of the first half. Martin floats the ball in. David Gray clears. That'll be picked up by Jason Cummings. Nicely laid off to Shinnie. Just couldn't get the ball under control, but Boyle will chase that one across with Aaron Hughes. He plays it back to Jack Hamilton, who doesn't look the cleverest with the ball at his feet. There was no one else forward helping Martin Boyle there, unfortunately. Boyle slides in. He catches Hughes, but the referee didn't see it. Fontaine played a nice ball forward, but Boyle is across on the far side, having chased that ball forward down. Neil Lennon telling somebody to come in and cover that right hand side there while Martin Boyle's absent. Sowa for Hearts floats the ball in. Darren McGregor will nod that one out. Grant Holt picks it up, does well to hold up against Sowa, and then gets absolutely flattened again by the Hearts defender. Holt's away. The referee's called it back. Grant Holt's not happy with Stephen McLean, but again, that challenge by Sowa has got to be worth a yellow card for me.
That's a few again from
David Gray's having a word with Stephen McLean there. You know, Hearts are putting it about here, Keith, and only one yellow card is surprising so far. It's been fairly feisty. Anyway, Hibs have got the free kick. Midway inside their own half, 10 yards in from the near touchline here. Ophir Marciano will drive this one forward, right-footed. Looking for Grant Holt once again. Holt can't get in front of Cholis. McGinn wins it, brings it down for Cummings. Cummings though ran into Joom. Bartley can't win that one. Jamie Walker with a chance to push forward for Hearts here. Plays it out on the far side to Mallory Martin. Walker was caught late there, but Hearts have got the advantage. Martin though is forced back the way by Marvin Bartley. Ball out to Struna, who doesn't look particularly comfortable. He's under pressure there from Lewis Stevenson. And the referee belatedly gives the free kick after Lewis Stevenson tried to run away with the ball. Hearts have got the free kick. Andy Shinnie's been booked for his challenge on Jamie Walker, which was a little bit late.
It was a little bit late, but you know, you might expect a yellow card for that, but you know, it's
considering some of the challenges that have gone in, it was a wee bit cheap. But,
exactly, yeah, considering the few that Gonçalves has got away with.
Hearts have got the free kick on the far side, 10 yards in from the far touchline, midway inside the Hibs half. It'll be Martin that will float this one in right-footed. Hibs again need to be diligent at the back here in the final seconds of stoppage time in this first half. It's played in. John McGinn clears. Jason Cummings picks up half-time here at Easter Road. Hibs 2, Hearts 0. And the Hearts fans behind the goal, Keith. He'll look to get Hibs moving forward again. Stephen McLean just checking with his assistants. And we're back underway here at Easter Road. McGinn goes long down the far side looking for Martin Boyle up against Leonard Sowa. Boyle's done well, he's won it. He's brought down by the Hearts defender. Hibs have the free kick. Not really sure where Jamie Walker thought he was going.
Yeah, surely that must be a yellow card for Leonard Sowa.
It has to be, and Grant Holt is rolling about on the ground. He got involved in the challenge with Boyle and Sowa. Stevie McLean's across there. The Hearts man is getting a talking. I think he did get booked. Looks like he's got away with it, but Hibs have got the free kick. 10 yards in from the corner flag on the far side. It's just about right on the touchline, and Jason Cummings will look to whip this one in left-footed, in swinging, right on top of this Hearts rear guard. And here's a chance for Hibs in the opening minute of this second half. Jamie Walker is the sole man in front of Jason Cummings. Stevie McLean just having a look that there's nothing untoward going on in the penalty box. Cummings whips the ball in left-footed. It's a great ball, but it's straight into the arms of Jack Hamilton, who gathers it comfortably, clears it forward left footed. Marvin Bartley will chase that one down on this near side with Sam Nicholson. The ball played back to Ophir Marciano, who plays it forward nicely. It's brought down by Struna. John McGinn is in there with Shinnie. Shinnie wins possession for Hibs. Lovely crossfield ball to Martin Boyle on that far side. Can Boyle take on Sowa this time? Nope, can't. Tried to go outside him. Sowa just left the foot in and took the ball away. Boyle gets back to try and cover now up against Jamie Walker. Sowa is tackled and beaten on that far side by David Gray, and David Gray wasn't losing the second challenge either. Throw into Hearts on the far side, a couple of yards outside the Hibs 18-yard line. Sowa, the full back, will take, bowls it back to Arnaud Zoom. Zoom faced down by Marvin Bartley. Hibs again forcing Hearts back. Cholis is forced back the way. The ball played long in for Gonsalves, well won by Liam Fontaine. Shinnie, lovely ball forward. Jason Cummings isn't going to get there ahead of Avlanitis. He's under pressure from Grant Holt, takes no chances and just boots the ball into the main stand here for a throw into Hibs.
Yeah, didn't fancy rolling it back to Jack Hamilton there with Jason Cummings lurking, and into the main stand it went.
Overran that a little bit. He did well to win that back though. Marvin Bartley will play it to Darren McGregor, to David Gray. Gray helps it on to Martin Boyle on that far touchline. Boyle again up against Sowa, twists away and is caught, and twice he's caught. And how many more Leonard Sowa is going to get away with out on that far touchline, I don't know. I'm not really sure how many constitutes persistent fouling nowadays, but that's at least half a dozen that Sowa's had. Free kick taken quickly by Gray. It's won by Holt. Shinnie, it just didn't break from him. It's going to be picked up again by Holt. He's done well. Edge of the 18-yard box, right on the byline. Holt does well, threads it through to McGinn. He's in the penalty area. McGinn, what can he do? He's in. John McGinn just can't pull the trigger. It's flipped away from him. He's won it back again, John McGinn. Flicks it over, chance for Shinnie. Great save by Hamilton. Shinnie again has a chance. Hamilton at the second attempt grabs it low down at the near post. Another chance for Andy Shinnie.
Yeah, much more difficult than the first one though.
It was, yeah.
It was due to persistence.
John McGinn
there. 3 challenges won in that penalty box. Struna
on this near side now, just inside the Hibs half. Plays it out on this near touchline to Sam Nicholson. Nicholson finds Cholis. Cholis to Zoom. Forward for Gonsalves. It's well won though by Darren McGregor. That was a lunging tackle there from Arnaud Zoom. Darren McGregor hit the deck, but he gets straight up and gets on with it. Avlanitis is under pressure here from Grant Holt. It's rolled back to Jack Hamilton, the keeper. Again, he doesn't look overly comfortable kicking the ball from the deck. Well won by Marvin Bartley. Jason Cummings picks Stevie McLean. How long was he waiting to give that free kick?
Arnold June made a back there for Marvin Bartley.
Yep.
Marvin Bartley won the ball, then Stevie McLean bows up for a free kick.
Fontaine cuts that one out, plays it long down the far side. Jason Cummings will chase after that one with Aaron Hughes alongside him. Cummings, can he cut inside the Northern Irish internationalist? He can. It's on his left foot. Lovely ball for Cummings. Great work by Cummings. Back flicked into the path of David Gray. Just as he's about to pull the trigger, Jamie Walker nicked it out for a corner. That was lovely from Jason Cummings there.
Lovely footwork there from Jason Cummings. Just doing that back flick and nearly caught out the Hearts defence. Everybody except that was for Jamie Walker, who he blasted the ball to safety with David Gray about to pull the trigger.
Corner for Hibs on the far side. Cummings will take left-footed in swinging. Can Hibs make this count? Let's kill this game off. Second half's pretty much started the same way the first half finished. Hibs in the ascendancy. Cummings whips the corner into the near post, but it's too close again to Jack Hamilton. Hamilton gathers, bowls it forward. It's well won though by John McGinn. McGinn, lovely ball forward. Cummings had strayed into an offside position. He couldn't get there, and neither could David Gray. McGinn's ball forward, having nicked it away from Rory Curry, was the right idea, but both Gray and Cummings were coming back from offside positions. If they'd strayed for the ball, it would have been offside. Avlanitis on this near side plays it to Struna, picked up by Gonsalves, who seems to fall over somewhat easily in a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge with Marvin Bartley.
And there he is asking for the referee to have a word with Marvin Bartley. I mean, it's a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge.
Again, Gonsalves seemed to go down very easily there. Hearts take the free kick quickly. Zoom plays it back to Ablanitis, who squares it to Aaron Hughes. Played down the far side now for Sowa. Back to Hughes, just inside his own half. Hughes plays it forward. Knocked back by Curry again to Hughes. Hearts, same again, just careless ball from Hughes there. McGinn finds Cummings. Cummings can't get possession the second time, no. Darren McGregor's in there, good solid win. Bartley forward for Cummings. Cummings plays the ball into the path of Grant Holt. Boyle straight offside. Holt has got Gray hearing outside him. Lovely ball. Oh, flag up for offside.
Yeah, just offside there, Martin Boyle.
Jack Hamilton out very quickly to gather, to be fair. Free kick taken quickly. Cholis looking for some movement. Played down the near side here for Struna. Struna back into Zoom. Zoom back to Cholis forward. Rory Curry up against Liam Fontaine. Fontaine has that one under control. Plays it out for a throw into Hearts on this near side. Just about in line with the Hibs 18-yard line. Taken quickly. Curry knocks the ball back for Struna to Joom. Curry is dispossessed. Hibs just can't nick the ball away though. Joom is dispossessed now by Stevenson, but he's got possession. Flicked the ball through, cut out by Bartley. Holt does well to shield that one. Marvin Bartley wins that one. Grant Holt was absolutely cleaned out there by Arno Zoom, and that was a poor challenge.
Yeah, I hope the referee Stephen McLean's taking a note of that.
Stephen McLean had his back to it, I think. He didn't get much help from his assistant referee on the near side here, Douglas Ross.
Douglas Ross must have clearly seen that challenge there from Arno Zoom.
Avlanitis plays the ball out on this near side to Struna. He goes long, right footed. Darren McGregor gets his head on that one. Bartley can't get it under control, but the flag's up for offside. Stephen McLean that called the offside there. Douglas Ross, the assistant referee, belatedly puts his flag up in acknowledgement, but the assistant on the near side just needs to sharpen up a little bit. 53 minutes gone here at Easter Road. Hibs 2, Hearts 0. Cummings and Holt the goal scorers in the first half. Hibs have got the free kick for offside, just on the edge of the D. Marciano drives it forward, right footed. Swung by Cholis, nodded forward by Darren McGregor. Flag up for, not really sure what that's about.
That's really offside against Hearts, is it?
And Neil Lennon's out there going apoplectic at the assistant referee.
The Hibs had the ball, and I don't.
Yeah, has he given a free kick? No, Hibs have got the free kick just inside the centre circle in their own half. I'm really not sure what on earth that decision was about. Douglas Ross in the last couple of minutes has taken a flaky on this near side.
I think Steve McLean should have seen if any advantage had developed from there.
Fontaine plays that forward. It's not a great ball. It's cut out. Zoom will be dispossessed by Fontaine. Out for a throw into Hearts on the far side, just about on the halfway line. Sowa will take, and he's been told to take it back, trying to steal some yards. Back on the halfway line now. Sowa plays it forward. Curry picks up for Hearts. Does well, the youngster. Bypasses John McGinn. Joom plays the ball down this near side to Struna. Out to Nicholson. Hibs just need to keep it tight. Nicholson's overrun that one. It's cleared by Stevenson. Jason Cummings can't get there ahead of Avlanitis. Stevenson wins it well in the air up against Struna. To Shinnie. Back for Stevenson. He'll clear long. Grant Holt up against Aaron Hughes. Cholis knocks it down for Avlanitis. His ball forward is won again by Stevenson. Shinnie picks up. Plays long. There's a chase now between Martin Boyle and Sowa. Boyle gets outside him. He's got possession, Martin Boyle. He's got no real support up alongside him. Oh, he's overran it. Just a wee bit too impetuous there, Martin Boyle. He got the right side of the Hearts man and then ran out of ideas.
You could have rolling the ball back to David Gray, who was in acres of space down that right hand side there, Cliff. He was
looking for support ahead of him rather than behind him. Goal kick to Hearts on the far side of the 6-yard box. It will be taken right footed by goalkeeper Hamilton, and drives it forward just about midway inside the Hibs half. Darren McGregor up against Gonsalves, and Hibs have the free kick for handball against Esmael Gonsalves.
Yeah, it was only one hand. Is that alright?
Darren McGregor did well to get himself in front of the Hearts man.
He did,
considering that he was using his arm to control it. And Hibs have the free kick. 56 minutes gone. Hibs 2, Hearts 0. Free kick to Hibs, 10 yards or so inside their own half on the far side, midway between the touchline and the centre circle. McGregor will take, goes long, right footed, looking again for Shinnie on this near side. That looked like it came out off the head of Cholis, and Hibs will have the throw in on this near side. Midway inside the Hearts half, Lewis Stevenson will take. So Hibs keeping the pressure on. Shinnie picks up, rolls it back to McGregor. McGregor plays it out to David Gray. Gray helps it on to Boyle. Boyle drifts inside this time, plays it in for Cummings. Lovely ball for Gray. Gets under control. Can he whip the ball over? He does. It's cut out though well by Sowa for Hearts. Walker will look to push this one forward. He is bumped by John McGinn, but he holds on to it. Forward down the far side. Darren McGregor up against Gonsalves. Forces the Hearts man back. Curry up against Liam Fontaine. Fontaine nicks the ball away from the Hearts man and is then fouled, but Hibs have possession and the referee allows it to continue. Cummings for Hibs on the halfway line. Holt, not a great ball. He was looking for the run from Martin Boyle, but Boyle had checked his run. Hearts in possession now through Sowa, midway inside their own half. Gonsalves is pushed forward to the edge of the 18-yard box. It's nicked out to Nicholson on this near touchline. Played back now to Avlanitis, to Cholis. He's getting no movement at all, the Greek internationalist. He's not happy out there. Joom for Hearts, just inside the Hibs half, plays it down the far side to Sowa. Joom gets it back again midway inside the Hibs half, runs into Marvin Bartley. Holt can't nick it away. Cholis plays the ball forward for Nicholson, flicks the ball in. Chance here for Hearts, blasted high, wide and mighty by Jamie Walker. It was a chance. It was a difficult one for him to get under control. It was whipped across. He had to take it first time. Hammered it high and wide of Ophir Marciano's near post as we look at it.
Yeah, I think Dan McGregor and Liam Fontaine closing in on Jamie Walker. He had to take it first time, overbalanced himself and launched the ball over Ophir Marciano's goal. It remains Hibs 2 Hearts now here at Easter Road. Marciano
will take the goal kick from the far side of his 6-yard box, drives it forward, right footed. Holt gets a flick on it. Avlanitis will help that one back to Hamilton. Drives it forward, right footed again. Not the best clearance from the Hearts keeper. Jamie Walker's managed to get a foot on that one. Liam Fontaine's had to concede the corner though under pressure from Rory Curry. So Hibs are going to have a bit of work to do defensively here. It'll be Jamie Walker to take the corner from the far side. Be right footed, in swinging. And Stephen McLean goes across to check that the ball's actually in the corner arc. Tells Jamie Walker to put it back a little bit. The Hibs fans on the far side giving the referee a bit of a helping hand. Walker with the corner, and it comes to the near post. It's nodded up in the air by David Gray, nodded back over by Avlanitis, nodded out by Darren McGregor. Curry helps the ball in. Surely there's a flag coming there. David Gray gets a clearance. Martin Boyle brings it down on the far side under pressure from Sowa. He does well, and Hibs should have the throw in on the far side. Jamie Walker helped the ball out. Martin Boyle did well after David Gray's clearance. Good strong defensive work from Hibs there, Keith.
It was, yeah. And a little bit of pressure there from Hearts. The ball getting lobbed in the box a couple of times. Hibs defence too strong, and it's a throw in for Hibs just on the edge of the 18-yard box over in the east stand side.
Maybe a little bit further forward than that. Yeah, David Gray will take, bowls it forward in the direction of Holt. He gets a flick on it. Boyle can't win it. It's kept in by Jamie Walker, but the ball looked like it was out of play again. It was. Holt looked to take the throw in quickly there as the clock ticks over to the hour mark. Hibs 2, Hearts 0. If you're just joining us here on Hibs TV, you missed a rip snorter of a first half.
You certainly did, and apologies for the lack of the wall today, but just the Wi-Fi facility just not available as set up here in the back of the stand.
Yeah, full house. I think everybody's on it. Fontaine will pick this one up for Hibs midway inside his own half, hooks it forward. It's not a great ball. Rory Curry is dispossessed by Darren McGregor, rolled back by David Gray to Ophir Marciano. He drives it forward, right footed. Jason Cummings up against Avalonitis. Hibs pick up the loose ball through Shinnie. Tried to help it on to Bartley, but he only gave it away to Jamie Walker. Shinnie back in there to win it back again. Nope, John McGinn's got it for Hibs. Played down this near side for Lewis Stevenson. Stevenson plays it short into the feet of Jason Cummings. Back to John McGinn. McGinn drops his shoulder and skips past Doom. He's fouled there as he tried to do so. McGinn can't win it back, but Liam Fontaine will have that one under control. Sees the run behind him though from Gonsalves. Fontaine gives away to Nicholson. The ball played over by Nicholson. Easily gathered though by Ophir Marciano. Liam Fontaine looked a wee bit rattled there.
Yeah, tried to nick it off.
Yeah, he was going to play the ball back to Ophir Marciano, but Gonsalves cut that path off for him, and he panicked a little bit, but no damage done. Bartley picks up for Hibs in the midfield area. Finds McGinn. McGinn strides forward. Loses out again though to Doom. Wins it back though, and he's found Shinnie. Shinnie will drive against Avalonitis at the edge of the 18-yard box. Andy Shinnie, what can he do? He shoots. It's in the net from Andy Shinnie! Right through the arms of Jack Hamilton! Hibs 3, Hearts 0.
And Hamilton's having a nightmare!
Well, in fairness, Avalonitis didn't cover himself in glory either. Shinnie just sidestepped him, hit it with the outside of his right foot with a wee bit of swerve on it. Jack Hamilton fumbles it into the back of the net, and after 62 minutes it's Hibs 3, Hearts 0.
Much like in the game in the Champions League last night, a similar type of ball. The goalkeeper couldn't handle it, and it looks like some of the Hearts fans can't handle it.
Yep.
They're off home to their beds.
They're disappearing already in droves to our right hand side. We've seen enough in the south stand. Many of the Hearts fans heading for the exits at 3-0 down. 63 minutes on the clock. Gonsalves gets the game back underway to Cholis. I say Avalonitis didn't really look particularly clever at the edge of the box there. Shinnie skinned them all ends up. Outside of the right foot. Jack Hamilton couldn't get a hold of it. It was hit with some pace, to be fair, by Shinnie. Gonsalves is under pressure here from Shinnie. McGinn tries to get the challenge in. Gonsalves just drags that one out for a goal kick to Hibs. Frustrating evening for the Hearts striker.
Yeah.
Good, long may it continue.
Jamie Walker not happy with his strike partner there. And we don't care though. Still, it's Hibs 3, Hearts 0 here at Easter Road.
63 minutes on the clock. Credit to Andy Shinnie there. He's been unlucky a couple of times. He might have had a goal before then, but he's had a decent game tonight, Andy Shinnie. I know we've been critical of him in the past, but he's done well tonight. Cummings for Hibs. He's thinking about hitting it left footed. He does. Hamilton fumbles it down again, but he's able to grab it before Martin Boyle can do anything. Cummings hit that one from about 25 yards left footed. Bowled out now to Struna, who's under pressure from Jason Cummings, and Cummings tells the Hibs fans to ratchet the volume up a little bit. They're making plenty of noise as it is, but Hearts have a throw in on this near side midway inside their own half. It's well won by Stevenson from McGinn. McGinn does well. Zoom thought about bringing him down. Shinnie doesn't win it. Stevenson does. Nice work by Lewis Stevenson. Skips away from Arno Zoom. Lovely ball for Grant Holt. He's onside. Oh, never in a million years was that offside from where I saw it.
The referee, Stevie McLean,
yep, he allowed it.
Hands down, allowed it to go on.
Stevie McLean allowed it to continue. It was the assistant on the far side, Graham Stewart, was close, very tight. Might have just been very tight there. Might have just been a foot or so in it, but Stevie McLean didn't give it. What has he given? Has he brought it back for a free kick to Hibs?
It's a free kick.
He actually has, yeah. It's for the challenge that went in on Lewis Stevenson as he played the ball forward.
Yeah, you might have been better just anyway.
Well,
it's a free kick.
We'll take it. Just inside the Hearts half, 10 yards or so on this near side. McGinn floats it towards the far side of the 18-yard box. Fontaine gets a head on it, but he can only help it out for a goal kick to Hearts.
And of course, Stephen McLean did play a fabulous advantage for Hibs' first goal in the Scottish Cup final.
Listen, I'm all for Stevie McLean. I think he's a very, very good referee. Not just the fact that he refereed that Scottish Cup final, but he does like to try and let the game flow. He's not frightened to bring it back if the advantage doesn't develop. I think he's a very, very good referee, one of our better ones. Fontaine can't win that one ahead of Nicholson. Nicholson pushed out to this near touchline. He's almost knocked it over the byline. It's played in, brought down by Jamie Walker.
Looked like he used a hand there, possibly, Cliff.
Walker tries to chip the ball over. It comes out off Bartley for a corner to Hearts on this near side, which Walker himself will take, and it will be right-footed out swinging from this near side. So Hibs again with a wee bit of work to do defensively.
It's up to stay strong here at the back.
Indeed, floated in by Walker. Darren McGregor, the man that wins it again, unsurprisingly. Boyle's done well up against Sowa on the far side, and he's told to get up by Stevie McLean. Marvin Bartley doesn't stand on any ceremony up against Leonard Sowa, crunches into the challenge. Hearts have a throw in on the far side, just about in line with Hibs' 18-yard line.
I thought Martin Boyle was bumped there by Leonard Sowa before he got to the ball there.
That's one of these ones.
Martin Boyle was saying to Stevie McLean.
It's one of these ones that you sometimes get them, you sometimes don't. You know, both players were leaning into each other, and Boyle fell over. Gonsalves plays the ball back to Sowa. He can't get the ball over. David Gray clears it as far as Aaron Hughes, midway inside the Hibs half on that far touchline. Hughes plays it into Cholis. Cholis wants to slow the game down all the time. Cholis. Nicholson has to play that one back to Avlanitis. He goes long onto the head of Fontaine. Shinnie on this near touchline does well up against Struna. McGinn will pick up for Hibs. Lovely work by John McGinn. Holt plays it into the path of Cummings. Avlanitis does enough. Not a great clearance from the Greek internationalist. The ball will fall kindly now for Marvin Bartley. He's knocked over by Rory Curry in a shoulder charge. It's played forward for Gonsalves. Darren McGregor, that's going to be a penalty kick, I think. Yep. McGregor brings down Gonsalves inside the 18-yard box. Clumsy challenge from Darren McGregor there. Stevie McLean, no hesitation in pointing to the spot, and a yellow card for Darren McGregor. So a chance for
on the ball, Cliff. I'm just checking this.
Chance for Ophir Marciano to make a name for himself.
Penalty.
He's not had an awful lot to do. Yeah, I don't think McGregor got anything on the ball at all. Gonsalves had just got the wrong side of him for once. He stretched in to try and get the ball, but he just caught the Hearts man. And with 6 to 8 minutes on the clock, Hearts have the opportunity to reduce the deficit. It's Esmael Gonsalves up against Ophir Marciano. Andy Shinnie being told to get out of the 18-yard box. So Gonsalves with the penalty up against Marciano, jogging about on his goal line, the Israeli internationalist. What can he do? He can save it. Oh, it's a brilliant double save, but he's bundled it into the net. Gonsalves, a superb double save from Ophir Marciano. He couldn't hold the first one, blocked the second one at the Hearts striker's feet, but the ball broke away, and Gonsalves got the break and managed to bundle it over the line.
Yeah, holds his hands in despair, did Ophir Marciano. A fantastic double save, but Gonsalves was there to put it into the net in the third attempt. Very unlucky there for Hibs.
Cruel on the goalkeeper.
Very cruel.
However, Hibs get the game underway. Cummings again drives forward. That looked like about the only way that Hearts were going to score. McGinn picks up edge of the 18-yard box, threads it through for Boyle. Boyle can't get it. Oh, it's just nicked away from McGinn. Zoom plays the ball to Walker. Hibs just need to keep tight here now. Darren McGregor's done well to cut that one out. Forward for Bartley. David Gray will play that one down the far side to Boyle. Boyle gets the run forward from Gray, policed by Curry. Gray does well, finds Holt. Holt does enough to win the throw-in on the far side, midway inside the Hearts half. 70 minutes gone, Hibs 3, Hearts 1. Unfortunate from Hibs' point of view to concede that goal. Ophir Marciano had done superbly twice. Cummings does well, knocks it back to McGinn. McGinn tries to thread it through again for Cummings. Poor ball from McGinn. He's not been at it much, John McGinn, tonight again. Walker plays the ball forward again for Gonsalves, but it's going to drift out for a throw into Hibs on the far side, midway inside their own half. Lewis Stevenson telling his teammates out on the far side there just to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, I think it was just giving the ball away in the centre area there. The ball got fed through to Gonsalves, and Darren McGregor just lunging in to try and get something on the ball, conceding the penalty.
Throw into Hibs on the far side. David Gray will take. looks for some movement. He's going to have to go long with the throw. Looks for the head of Holt. Hibs will have the throw in again. 10 yards or so inside the Hearts half. Holt will just leave it for David Gray. Hibs fans still in full voice, right behind the team. Gray again. The throw in on the far side forward. Boyle does well to pick that up. Holt is going to be penalised for backing into Avalonitis, it looks like. Free kick battered long in the direction of Gonsalves. Darren McGregor gets himself in front of the Hearts man. Nods it out on that far side. Jamie Walker looked as though he pulled Marvin Bartley back as he was trying to win that ball. Hearts have got the throw in 10 yards inside the Hibs half on the far side.
Yeah, Steve McCain right on that. I'm quite surprised he didn't pick that up.
Walker for Hearts, 10 yards inside the Hibs half. Plays it down the far side now to Soa. Soa looks to take on David Gray. Stands his ground, wins it well, David Gray. Goes long. Chase on for Jason Cummings up against Avalonitis. Cummings wins it. Can't get inside the Greek internationalist though. Booted clear. McGinn brings it down, but it's not a great first touch again from John McGinn. He's won it back this time though. Marvin Bartley gets in there helping. John McGinn does well to help that one out to Lewis Stevenson on this near side. Stevenson chips it forward for Shinnie. Shinnie does well, tried to help it through there to Grant Holt, but Hughes will play that back to Jack Hamilton. Not the best clearance again from Hamilton. It's well won by Stevenson. He's penalised for a bump in the back of Sam Nicholson. Nothing much in that again.
Yeah, Stevenson just touched Sam Nicholson as he went up to pinhead the ball there. Sam Nicholson going down a little bit, and the free kick getting awarded.
June plays the ball square to Aaron Hughes just inside the centre circle in the Hearts half. Played out to Sowa on the far touchline. Jamie Walker up against David Gray. Cuts inside Walker, squares it to Zoom midway inside the Hibs half. To Cholis. Cholis plays it down this near side to Struna. Struna out to Sam Nicholson. Nicholson looks to take on Stevenson. Gets the challenge in. Throw into Hearts.
Brian Graham's going to be coming on for Hibs, I think. Hibs,
yeah.
Cliff.
Throw in
for Grant Holt.
Midway inside the Hibs half. It finds its way back to Aaron Hughes in the centre circle in the Hearts half. Hughes plays the ball to Walker. Rolls it back to Cholis. Cholis looks for some movement again. Slows the game down a lot, the Greek internationalist. It's great for Hibs. It allows them to get bodies back behind the ball. Jooms flicked that one into the path of Struna. Whips the ball across towards the back post. David Gray should win it. Does. Martin Boyle helps it on. Cholis brings it down. Can't get the shot away. Cut out well by John McGinn. Grant Holt plays it superbly down the far side. Can Cummings win it? Up against Hughes. He's done well. Jason Cummings gets himself between the ball and the man. Martin Boyle. He's in the 18-yard box. Can he square it? Martin Boyle, get the ball over, man! Oh, he just held on to it too long.
All you need to do is slip that into Grant Holt, who was unmarked in acres of space there, Cliff.
He was. John McGinn's done well to play that out to David Gray on the far side. Again into the path of Boyle. Cuts back inside Sowa. Boyle finds Cummings, edge of the 18-yard box. Marvin Bartley's going to have to stretch to win that one. He's bundled over by Gonsalves, but the ball was out of play already for a throw to Hearts. Taken quickly. Jamie Walker's under pressure, but he's managed to find Arno Zoom. Hearts have got bodies over on this near side. Sam Nicholson's one of them. Stevenson's telling someone to cut in and cover Struna. Nicholson plays the ball in. Fontaine does well. Good work by Liam Fontaine there. Does well. And then he's caught late, and that's a clumsy challenge by Arno Zoom.
Another one from Arnold Zoom. How many? How many, Stevie McLean?
But it's a clumsy challenge because Liam Fontaine's cleared the ball out for a throw into Hearts, and Zoom's left the foot in. It's Brian Graham that's coming on, and it's Grant Holt, as Keith alluded to, that's being replaced. Big man's had an absolute cracking game tonight for me.
He worked so hard tonight, giving the Hearts defence an absolute battering he has, and he's got a goal as well.
Hearts making their final change. It's going to be Moha Shule that's being introduced for Hearts in place of Andras Struna. So Hearts sticking on another kind of forward thinking midfielder in place of a defender. And that's Ian Cathro chucked all his cards on the table.
Yeah, one more to play for Neil Lennon. Ross Laidlaw, Fraser Fyvie, James Keatings, Scott Martin and Callum Donaldson. I was about to say Andrew Shinnie's already on, but Scott Martin and Callum Donaldson also available as well.
Free kick taken by Marciano. McGinn is pulled back by Arno Zoom yet again. Not really sure how many Zoom's getting away with. He's surely verging on the persistent as well.
Yeah, he's the few.
It's 5 or 6 he's had. Anyway, Hibs have got the free kick just inside the Hearts half. McGinn takes it quickly, lovely ball into the feet of Cummings, edge of the 18-yard box. What can he do from there? Can he get the ball over? Drags it back, policed all the way by Struna and then fouled. Not Struna, rather Avlonitis. Struna's just been replaced. Jason Cummings has the free kick for Hibs, just about in line with the Hearts 18-yard line.
Yeah, just trying to find an opening.
10 yards in from this 10 yards in from this near touch line.
You would expect it to come in left-footed
towards the edge of the 6-yard box.
Yep, where all the big men are gathered. However, interestingly, Andrew Shinnie's standing unmarked on his own in between.
Yeah, Cummings
Hearts.
could roll this one short.
Maybe not Sam Nicholson.
I don't think he will.
Jamie Walker's got that covered, I think, now.
Yep. So Cummings over the free kick. 10 yards in from the near touch line, just about in line with the 18-yard line. Stevie McLean again just having a wee look to check there's no nonsense going on in that 18-yard box. Whipped in by Cummings towards the back post, and it's in the back of the net from Darren McGregor. It's been ruled off for offside.
Oh, let's have a look at that, Cliff.
That's contentious, really contentious. Stevenson hasn't won that one, Fontaine does. Ball's out for a throw into Hearts on this near side, just about on the halfway line, couple of yards inside the Hibs half. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah,
didn't look an awful lot wrong.
If he was off, it was only marginally, Cliff.
I'm wondering if he was accused of climbing to win the ball, but McGinn's done brilliantly up against Zoom. Shinnie forward for Jason Cummings. Cummings back to John McGinn. Oh, McGinn is absolutely clattered by Sam Nicholson again. That's got to be worth a yellow card again. He's just absolutely half John McGinn there. No attempt whatsoever to win the ball.
And Jamie Walker trying to help John McGinn to his feet rather handily.
Stevie McLean's been very lenient on the cards tonight.
He has.
A few Hearts scarves being thrown onto the pitch behind the goal of Ophir Marciano. He'll take this free kick midway inside the Hibs half, batters it forward in the direction of Brian Graham. Graham's done well to flick it to Shinnie. Shinnie tried to thread it through for John McGinn, who didn't run for it. Cleared. Curry can't win that one. Fontaine picks up, goes long again. It's over the head of Shinnie, but it's into the gap, and Shinnie can chase it down with Avlonitis. Plays it back to the goalkeeper Hamilton, who makes an absolute hash of it. Nicholson can only help it towards John McGinn. Can Hibs win possession here through Graham? Zoom's played that forward. Fontaine doesn't win it, but Hearts have got the free kick midway inside their own half for the challenge there by Brian Graham on Arno Zoom. It was a good free kick to give away there by Brian Graham.
Yeah, it's in the Hearts half, and
played forward by Cholis. Well won by Fontaine. McGinn brings it down, but he's had it nicked away from him by Jamie Walker, who's pushed out to this near touch line into Nicholson. Nicholson gets the ball over. Fontaine does well with a clearing head up. Martin Boyle needs to win that, doesn't. It's found its way out on the far side to Chule. Gonsalves. Zoom hits the shot. Marciano had that one covered as it drifts wide of the Israeli goalkeeper's far post. It was Arno Zoom that got the shot away.
Yeah, I didn't watch there, his goalkeeper, just in case.
10 minutes remaining here at Easter Road. Hibs 3, Hearts 1. Hibs 3 goals to the good, and despite heroics from Ophir Marciano in goal, Hearts got one back through Gonsalves. Missed a penalty saved by Marciano. Second attempt blocked by Marciano. Third one fell kindly for the Hearts man. Managed somehow to bundle it over the line. Hearts in possession on the far side now. Good challenge by David Gray. Martin Boyle gets a touch on that one. It'll be a throw into Hearts on the far side, midway inside the Hibs half. It's played back the way to Soba, into the feet of Cholis. Cholis plays it down this near side to Sam Nicholson, faced down by Andy Shinnie. Shinnie and McGinn can't get a challenge in. Nicholson squares it for Walker. Hibs need to tighten it up here. Walker looks to get the shot away. He does, and it's deflected wide by Ismael Gonçalves. Oh, the referee was going to give the goal kick, and then he changed his mind.
I think he maybe took a nick off Liam Fontaine there, actually, Cliff.
Might have done.
Again, Jamie Walker getting too much space for my liking to let that shot away.
Corner for Hearts on the far side. He'll be taken left-footed out, swinging. And it comes short. David Gray can't get there, but the scooped effort by Avalonitas goes nowhere other than 6 feet wide off here Marciano's far post, and Hibs will have the goal kick. 81 minutes on the clock here at Easter Road. I think it's just down to the Hibs fans now to see the team through. They're making plenty noise.
They're certainly giving them one back at all night, Cliff, and it's good to hear this echoing round Easter Road.
Gray, one for Cummings again to chase up against Hughes. Can Hibs win the second ball? Marvin Bartley up against Arno Zoom. Brought down by Curry. Nicely played for Jamie Walker. Walker plays it into the path of Nicholson. David Gray gets there first though, and Marciano clears long, right-footed down that far touchline. Martin Boyle can't win it against Soa. Played out on the far touchline again to Walker. Walker up against Bartley. He's dispossessed though. Boyle gets the ball clear off the Hearts man on the far side, Chole, and Hibs will have the throw in on the far side midway inside their own half. David Gray will take. Anyway, no rush to do it. Going to have to go long looking for Brian Graham's head again from midway inside his own half. Graham's getting held there. Boyle flicks it on for Cummings. Cummings back to Graham. Oh, it nearly found its way through to Martin Boyle. Booted clear by Avalonitas. Stevenson is bundled in the back there by Gonçalves, who once again complains that he's the aggrieved party.
And uses a hand to control the ball in the bargain as well, Cliff.
You know, he needs to button his lip, Ismael Gonçalves. He's done well to get through this game without a yellow card. He's had 5 or 6 as well.
Yeah, he must surely be testing the referee Steve McLean's patience.
You'd think so. Hibs have got the free kick inside the centre circle in their own half, just about central. 83 minutes on the clock. McGregor drives it forward, right-footed, cleared by Aaron Hughes. McGregor leaves it for David Gray. He nods it into the mix. Not the best ball ever. McGregor helps that one back though to Marciano. Keeps his eye on it, drives it forward, right-footed. Lovely ball by Marciano out to Shinnie on this near touchline. Shinnie forward for Brian Graham, back to John McGinn. There's one for Shinnie to chase down the touchline. Too much juice on that from McGinn though. Out for a throw into Hearts. 10 yards or so in from their corner flag on this near side. So Hibs getting the ball in the right area. It's where you want it to be, deep in the Hearts half.
You do.
It's well won. Shinnie picks up now for Hibs. He's bundled over there, Andy Shinnie, by Jamie Walker, and Hearts are going to get the free kick.
Not quite sure how Steve McLean
I have no idea how that's a Hearts free kick. Absolutely clueless as to why that's the case.
Bundled over by Walker. Nothing on the ball at all, and the free kick goes to Hearts. I'm not really quite sure how that's happened.
Hearts have got the free kick, 10 yards or so inside the Hibs half on this near side. It's driven forward by Avalonitas. Liam Fontaine nods it back. Good flick on by Brian Graham. It's nodded up in the air by Aaron Hughes. Jason Cummings again has done well to get himself between man and ball. John McGinn's in there. Cummings picks up for Hibs. Lovely ball through. Can Brian Graham get himself in between Soa and the ball? He can't. Good defending by the Hearts defender. Played forward to Cholis. Nicholson forced to play a quick pass. It's picked up by Curry. Played down the near side again for Nicholson. It's well won by Liam Fontaine. John McGinn will take this one away from Rory Curry. John McGinn does really well on this near touchline, and then he gets fouled. 3 goes by the Hearts youngster to get McGinn. Eventually does. Hibs have the free kick, 10 yards inside the Hearts half on this near touchline. Just a couple of yards in from the touchline itself.
Fraser Fyvie has been called back in the meantime by Neil Lennon. You might be seeing him shortly. I would imagine I might see him for possibly Martin Boyle actually. Just trying to be a hole what they have.
85 minutes on the clock here at Easter Road. Hibs 3, Hearts 1. Stevenson with the free kick for Hibs. Plays it towards the edge of the 18-yard box. Graham can't win it. Shinnie should pick this one up for Hibs. Nicely played into John McGinn. McGinn skips away from Zoom. Held back again. Nice ball forward. Cummings is onside. Can he play the ball over? He's played it over, but there's nobody there at all. That's going to drift out for a throw into Hearts on the far side. 10 yards in from the corner flag on the far side. Jason Cummings got far too much on that. Looked up. Martin Boyle and Brian Graham were both in the centre of the penalty area. He played the ball away towards the back post. However, again, the ball's in the right area as far as Hibs are concerned, right down beside the Hearts corner flag. Forward. Gray wins it. Fontaine won't win that one, but Stevenson will leave that one for Marciano, who will go long, right-footed. It's going to be on to the head of Avellanitis. Marvin Bartley leaves that one for Darren McGregor. McGregor chips it forward again. Avellanitis nods it up in the air. Booted forward by Cholis, but he missed it. Shinnie plays it down this near side now for Jason Cummings. Cummings will just hold the ball up. He knows that there's only 3 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Played to Shinnie down in the corner. Shinnie's given it away though to Cholis. Cholis plays it on this near side to Jamie Walker. Walker plays it back to Nicholson. His clearance is met by the head of Lewis Stevenson. Out for a throw into Hearts, midway inside their own half on this near side. Fraser Fivey will replace Andy Shinnie for the final couple of minutes. So a sterling shift put in by Andy Shinnie with a goal to his name as well.
Yeah,
he's had a good game tonight, Andy Shinnie.
Could have done another one as well.
It's not, in fact, it's Jason Cummings that's been replaced. It was Andy Shinnie's number on the board, but it's Jason Cummings that's replaced as the stadium clock ticks over to 87 minutes. Hearts have a throw in on this near side, midway inside their own half. It's taken by Walker to Avellanitis. Back out to Walker. Brian Graham gets a challenge in. Walker skips away from McGinn, who just clips his heels. And Hearts have the free kick just inside their own half. Again, good free kick for John McGinn to give away. Hearts will have to launch this one forward. Walker it is that takes it to the edge of the 18-yard box. McGregor can't win it. Stevenson does. He's fouled there surely by Sam Nicholson. Nicholson gets himself in front of Stevenson, but Shinnie nicks it away and is then pulled back by the Hearts man. And that's fine. Sam Nicholson can do that all day.
Exactly, all over him like a cheap suit there, to coin a phrase there, Cliff. And yep, just buy the foul and take as long as you want.
Yep, no rush. 88 minutes on the stadium clock. Didn't hear who got the man of the match award there. John McGinn given the man of the match award. That's a strange one for me.
I'm surprised at that. I maybe thought it could have been Andrew Shinnie tonight.
Well, there's 1 minute remaining on the clock, plus whatever's added for stoppages. That's cleared by Aaron Hughes. David Gray will nod it forward for Martin Boyle. Boyle will just take it out to that far touchline. He's caught by Jamie Walker. Referee allows the play to continue. Fraser Fivey is in there. The ball played forward. Hearts have the throw in on the far side, midway inside their own half. So it's now a question of what's added on for stoppages.
And the good thing is that we'll actually get to see how many minutes we have, Cliff, because there is a fourth official this evening.
I can't see it being any more than 2 personally. McGinn's done well there up against Walker. He's robbed him. McGinn drives forward. He's got Shinnie outside him. McGinn goes for it. Just wide of the top corner. Lovely strike from John McGinn from fully 25 yards to the right hand side of the D. Yeah. Hearts have taken the goal kick quickly. The board's about to be held up. 3 minutes it is. It's picked up by Curry for Hearts. Bartley does well to win that one for Hibs. Played out by Zoom. Lovely challenge by Stevenson. Cholis plays it out on the far side to Aaron Hughes, who helps it to Sowa down the far side to Chule. Chule tries to twist away from Boyle. Hibs have got 2 men there. The ball comes over. Marciano grabs it easily at the edge of his 6-yard box, and he'll take the sting out of this off here. Marciano, he'll not be in any rush to launch this ball forward, I wouldn't expect. Drops the ball at the edge of his 18-yard box, drives it forward right-footed. Brian Graham flicks it down. Marvin Bartley picks up. Dispossessed though, Bartley. Curry gets away from the challenge of Fontaine. It's played to Nicholson at the edge of the 18-yard box. Shinnie tries to get the challenge in. Nicholson shoots. Marciano does enough. Swerving shot from Sam Nicholson there. Marciano helps it out. Corner to Hearts though on this near side. Cholis has got the ball for Hearts. Looks to take the corner quickly to Chole. But Marvin Bartley's taking a dull one. Stevie McLean's just having a wee check to make sure that he's okay. So Hibs in the final minutes of stoppage time here with a little bit of work to do defensively again.
Yeah, everybody back for Hibs.
It's going to be Chole to take it, left-footed in swinging. Ball comes in. Marciano's in there, another good punch by the Hibs keeper. Shinnie, ball nodded in by Aaron Hughes. It's well cleared. John McGinn will pick this one up for Hibs, and he'll just take it for a run up this near touchline. McGinn strides forward. He finds Fraser Fyvie. Fyvie gets the ball into his path and is clipped by Jamie Walker. That's great work by Fraser Fyvie and John McGinn on this near touchline. Absolutely fantastic work by the two Hibs midfielders there.
Clearing the danger and getting the foul out of it and buying some more time. And time is what Hearts don't have.
Free kick to Hibs, midway inside the Hearts half. 5 yards in from the near touchline. Shinnie just plays it into McGinn. He helps it through for Brian Graham, who wasn't really paying attention. Graham can't win it. Avlanitis gives it away to Fyvie. Fyvie chips forward for Graham again. Graham does well to find Shinnie. Shinnie, nice ball forward for Graham to chase into the corner with Jamie Walker. Graham uses his strength. Ball's out for a goal kick to Hearts, but Brian Graham does well, wastes a few more seconds. Stevie McLean has another look at his watch. Can't see there being too much longer left, Keith.
There's the manager telling the crowd to wind it up.
Yep, but imagine that when this ball's played forward, that might just about be that. Stevie McLean again has another look at his watch. Fontaine commanding, wins it. Nodded forward by Aaron Hughes. Nodded back by Bartley. John McGinn's in there. The full-time whistle goes! And Hibs are into the quarter-finals of the William Hill Scottish Cup. The defence of the trophy continues. Hearts once again put to the sword at Easter Road in the replay. And a commanding performance really from Hibs, Keith. And you can hear what the fans here at Easter Road thought of that. The Hearts end is just about empty already.
Brilliant stuff. It took Hearts until the penalty kick to a shot on target, Cliff. And that's how long it took them.
Even that was lucky. You know, they got a goal, Hearts, and it was thoroughly undeserved. Darren McGregor's challenge was clumsy. It was a penalty kick. It was a good save from Ophir Marciano. He couldn't hold it. He blocked the follow-up from Gonçalves, but it broke kindly for Gonçalves, and he bundled it over the line more than anything else. But over the piece, thoroughly deserved victory for Hibs. We'll let you hear Sunshine on Leith. Absolutely fabulous reception for the Hibs team, Keith, from the fans. Wonderful rendition again of Sunshine on Leith.
Wonderful, absolutely
That
wonderful.
really puts, that gets the hair standing up in the back of your neck. It really does. And well, Neil Lennon went through them at the weekend. He got the reaction he wanted.
Yeah, and Hibs went through Hearts today. And they got exactly what they wanted.
They did indeed. Nice to see Liam Henderson and Scott Brown with their phones out videoing Sunshine on Leith there as well.
It certainly was. Chris Humphrey down there has one of these plastic protective boots on his left leg.
A set of crutches as well, which isn't particularly good. But right, let's look back at that game, Keith. 3-1 Hibs. Hibs 3-0 up, cruising. 2 goals in the first half from Jason Cummings and Grant Holt had us in a commanding position. Andy Shinney stretched the lead with a great finish to make it 3-0. Hearts got back on, gave themselves a wee bit of a sniff with a somewhat fortuitous counter from Gonsalves. Penalty kick, don't think there was any question about that. Darren McGregor brought him down.
Darren McGregor, I had a quick look at it again, he did catch him. He's tried to stretch the ball and got none of it, unfortunately. Cleaned out Gonsalves, and a penalty kick it was. And that, I believe, was Hearts' first shot on target in the whole game. Not
like Hearts to get a penalty kick either, but I don't think you could probably grudge them that one. As I say, it was it was one of those tackles. Darren McGregor almost got the ball. If he had done, it was a great challenge. He just slightly mistimed it, caught the man. Gonsalves' penalty was well saved by Ophir Marciano, who was down there, by the way, milking the applause from the Hibs supporters as well, for all it was worth. He blocked a rebound as well, but he couldn't stop the third one. It just bundled over the line to give Hearts a wee bit of a sniff. Darren McGregor then had a goal chalked off, header at the back post from a Jason Cummings free kick that I didn't see very much wrong with, but Stephen McLean chalked it off for some reason or another. It didn't really matter. Over the piece, Hibs were in command of that game from